Warning: Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Immigration is not a right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution to everyone anywhere in the world who thinks they want to come to the United States. Immigration is a privilege. It is a privilege granted by the people of the United States to those we choose to admit. Many American workers do not have adequate job prospects. We should make their task easier to find employment, not harder.
What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And if you are subscribed and you have not been receiving the notifications, please click the other link in the description. Go to Telegram, join the Telegram so that we can help combat the situation with the shadow banning. As a matter of fact, give me 1 second, family. My apologies. Let's go here for a hot second. I'll be right back.
Introducing the B1 Rolodex, the easiest way to search for and support FBA and B1 businesses. Hundreds of entries from the Black grassroots for the Black grassroots. Free to use, free to download, constantly updated. Trouble navigating the document? Try using the map version. Notice a business missing? Use this simple Google form to submit an FBA or B1 business. Also submit anti-Black businesses, which are now being collected in that last tab. Find resources, contact numbers, and much more using the second tab. All the info you need to start practicing group economics today. Go to blacktruthunited.com. That's blacktruthunited.com.
All right, family, have to make sure everything was everything. All right, family, today we got to talk about California, my native home state there, because there's some interesting things taking place over there, especially when it pertains to what's happening with the situation with giving illegal CDLs. I want to touch into this article that talks about California basically losing upwards to $160 million due to them doing such things as giving away those CDLs to a bunch of people who wasn't qualified to have them. And then we're going to get into a couple of clips that I have here of them not just being stripped of that $160 million worth of funding, but, they're on the verge of apparently losing their ability to even issue any CDLs in the future. So we're going to get into that. But before we do, let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat real quick. We give a B1 salute and shalom to our sister Aquarius Minded. Thank you for being here, my sister. Zavon Scott is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, my brother. Our sister Hurricane Nisi is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, my sister. Our sister Priscilla Taylor is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, my sister. Snatch Adams is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, family, as well as Shelly Rats is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. Our sister Sean C. is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, as well as FLA Trucker. 1024, thank you for being here. Much love to you, family, as well as Golden Brown. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. And for everybody who isn't in the chat, much love to you. And everybody that's going to catch this on the playback as well, much love to you. Now, let's get into this article without any further ado. So this article is coming from Trucking Drive. This is one of the websites that I frequent because of my business. I do have a dispatching business where we dispatch for freight trucks and things like that. My sister, she actually drove, well, she has a CDL, but her husband drives freights now. So I kind of keep my thumb on the pulse of things like this. It is something that is near and dear to my heart and my business. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Snatch Adams. Much love to you. Thank you for starting off the super chats. Your donation is blessed tenfold. I appreciate your contributions, family. You don't forget to thank a union member. Okay, let's thank the union member as well. Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. Shout out. Thank you for your contribution, family. All right, let's get into it. California disputes federal funding threat of $158 million. Let's get into it. California is seeking to refute a preliminary finding by the federal motor carry. Excuse me, I don't know why I got tongue twisted on motor on the Federal Motor Carriers Safety Administration, and said the state severely lapsed in vetting the immigration status for those seeking commercial driver's license and renewals. State Department of Motor Vehicles Director Steve Gorton argued in an October 26th letter that the state is in compliance with existing federal rules and would comply with tougher standards that began September 29th. Withholding money would be improper, Gorton said, and in part because new rules were not even in effect. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, you already knew how many of these things you didn't give it out to people that shouldn't have been on the road. When these rules was put into effect, you should have did a full-blown audit on everybody that you've given a CDL to. It's that simple. And everybody that you find not to have been given a CDL with proper standing, then you revoke it. It's that easy. But of course, you can't tell something so sane to a person that's so crazy. California is full of these crazy people. Let's just be honest. Excuse me 1 second. Let me pull this down for a second. All right. At issues involves how authorized immigration status expiration dates lines up with. Oh, excuse me. Give me a second, family. Give me a second. It's been a long day. At issue involved how authorized immigration status expiration dates line up with CDLs and commercial learners permits. But California further suggests that standards have been tougher than what the federal government has sought. Really? The standards have been tougher? So passing out CDLs like Halloween candy is tougher. That's interesting. You got people knocking at the door, ding dong, trick or treat, and they throwing out CDLs. California is in compliance with the regulations and will remain in compliance with federal law. California DMV spokesperson Eva Spingle told Drive Time in the email Sunday, emphasizing the DOT has no legitimate basis to withhold certain federal highway funds from the state. Yeah, they kind of do. That's their job. They actually kind of do. But just like the whole immigration thing there, the illegal situation that's going on in California, people saying that ICE has no right to be deporting these people. This is the same logic that they're using right here. Shout out to FL Trucker. California immigration license holders cause all winter accidents on I-40. California gives licenses to folks who never drove in their homelands. And you're absolutely correct. We're going to get into that. We're definitely going to get into that. Because, like I said, I have a couple of pictures here where it's showing that, yeah, all you got to do is be able to count the number of tires on the truck and they're giving you a CDL. Following a review of the state practices, FMCSA said for the October 1st, 2026 fiscal year, California could lose up. Oh, give me a second, family. Let me turn that on there. Oh. So they give me a new let's see here. Let's go okay. They doing a little something new on this now, huh? Okay, let's see here. Make the font nice and medium. There we go. All right. Now, where was I? Apologize. And add some new little features here. All right. Following the review of the state practices, FMCSA said for the October 1st, 2026 fiscal year, California can lose upwards to $156 million and also $316 million in subsequent years. So not only are they looking to lose $160 million, but if it continues and when it continues, if they shut off their ability to issue these licenses, they'll be losing another $316 million. Cut off your nose to spite your face. The state entire CDL program could also be decertified, further freezing the state's commercial driving population. As instructed by the federal government, California paused the issuing of non-domiciled CDLs in late September. It also conducted an audit. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you conducted an audit, you wouldn't be finding all these people on the road right now. It also conducted an audit as required and said it will revoke any improperly issued licenses. So what's been going on? This started in September, you said? If they started in September, you should have already been through all the license. You should have been able to audit every license that came through your bureau. Now, if you're telling me that you only went back a certain amount of years and you didn't find that, just goes to show how deep this runs. Shout out Curtis Price. Thank you for being here, family. Gavin Newsom is Newsom. He is a Newsom. He's also the new scum. That's very much like the old scum. The state's response now returns the matter back to the federal government, which will issue a final determination. But the state could appeal that in court. California also said it's continuing to address the matter. The issue comes after tractor trailer crashed into multiple vehicles on Interstate 10 near Los Angeles, unaliving 3 people, 3 more people unalived by somebody who shouldn't have been on the road in the first damn place. 3 people was unalived in Florida, and now 3 people have been unalived in California, mirroring the same crime that happened in goddamn Florida. Yeah, I would want their CDLs snatched too. As a matter of fact, I call for it. And unfortunately, that would really hurt a lot of people in California that partakes in the driving field, in the transportation field. And unfortunately, they're not benefiting from it anyway. That's the unfortunate part. I really don't want that type of system to be removed from California, because there's a lot of people that can benefit from it as long as they do it in the proper way. But at this point in time, they're not doing it in the proper way. They're overlooking the citizen that want to get CDLs, who want to drive trucks. They're making it tougher for those people to get CDLs, and they're making it easier for a bunch of illegals to walk up and count tires and be handed one. And these people, many of the time, can't speak or don't understand the language. That makes absolutely no sense. Shout out to our brother Marvin C, aka Marvin P Funk, in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, fam. As well as our brother Black RU in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, fam. And let me give a shout out to our sister Faith Speaks Life for your Cashapp donation, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution as always, my good sister. Now, let's finish this here. The driver had a non-domicile CDL, the U.S. Department of Transportation said, and has pled not guilty to the October 21st crash. That's how recent it was. And I'm going to show you that. If California had complied with the Secretary's emergency rule and prevented the upgrade of this individual's driver's privileges earlier this month, he would not have been able to get behind that big rig, his big rig, the U.S. DOT said. My prayers go out to the people who lost their families in that situation. It truly does. Family, let's go here.
And today, President Trump in Asia this morning, the latest from the president's trip coming up. But we begin this Sunday morning here in America, and a potential choke point to come for the U.S. economy: travel and air traffic control. As the government shutdown now enters day 26, now the second longest shutdown in U.S. history. On Wednesday, a 12th straight fail in passing a clean funding bill to reopen government, as a majority of Democrat senators voted against Republican efforts. Now, the USDA is warning Americans who receive benefits from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program may not receive those benefits next month, while the Department of Transportation is warning air traffic controllers who are...
Hold on, family. That is not the location. Give me a second.
...required to work during the federal government shutdown. Nearly 11,000 federal employees. Joining me now in this Sunday Morning Futures exclusive with the very latest is Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Secretary, good to see you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, Maria. Good to be with you.
Are you seeing a lot of TSA and transportation workers now call in sick, say they're not coming to work since they're not getting paid?
Yeah, so they got their notice on Thursday and Friday. They get a notice of what they're going to be paid on Tuesday, and they got a big fat zero. No paycheck is coming on Tuesday. And so I've been out talking to our air traffic controllers, and you can see the stress. These are people that oftentimes live paycheck to paycheck, or one controller has a stay-at-home spouse. They're concerned about gas in the car. They're concerned about child care and mortgages. And so I'm seeing the stress come for the controllers. Just yesterday, Maria, we had 22 staffing triggers. That's one of the highest that we've seen in the system since the shutdown began. Go push for illegal migrants and actually open up the government. And so what I see coming forward as we get to Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, open up the government, enough is enough.
Tell me about this staffing trigger. Explain that to us. In other words, people are not coming to work because they're not getting paid.
You have to think about how they put food on the table, and need airlines to put food into the towers so they can have a lunch and a dinner is outrageous. So again, I see that burn coming from the controllers.
You got to forgive me, family. I had a time stamp on here, and I don't know where the hell it went.
And again, I think it's going to play out as we look forward into the help them live while they go be trained up to be a controller. That stipend runs out
and be very dangerous. That's why I mentioned this is the choke point. So the bottom line here is you've got fewer people working on the job. Is it even safe to fly right now, Secretary?
Reason why?
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a rough week ahead for travel, and it may very well impact some of the holiday travel that we're expecting going into Thanksgiving.
Right. No, I think you're right. As we look
threatening California with, you say that you are threatening to strip California
government.
Right. And that's not what they're doing, certainly in big Democrat-run states and cities. I want to get your take on what you're threatening California with. You say that you are threatening to strip California of the ability to issue commercial driver's licenses. Tell me about that, because I know that California already has issued approximately 1.2 million driver's licenses to illegal immigrants since 2015. 19 states and Washington, D.C. allow illegal immigrants to obtain driver's licenses, Secretary. Licenses to illegal immigrants, California, of the ability to issue commercial driver's licenses. Tell me about that, because I know that California already has issued approximately 1.2 million driver's licenses to illegal immigrants since 2015.
Family. Think about those numbers. 1.2 million since 2015. Think of all the people that could have had those CDLs hitting the road, making that money, building something for themselves. 1.2 million since 2015. And they say illegal immigration don't hurt the American citizen, the foundational Black American citizen, to be more specific. Shout out to Retro Gemini 99 in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here, family.
19 states and Washington, D.C. allow illegal immigrants to obtain driver's licenses, Secretary.
It's unbelievable. So real quick, there's what's called a non-domiciled CDL. Normally, this is if you come from Wisconsin and you're a citizen of Wisconsin, you go to Texas, you can get a non-domiciled CDL, but you're an American citizen. Democrats have contorted this rule. They've abused the rule, and they've allowed now foreigners to get a non-domiciled CDL. That's what California has done. They have unlawfully issued 60,000 of these licenses to people who have come into the country, and they've done it illegally. So you have 60,000 people on the roads who shouldn't have licenses. They're driving fuel tankers, they're driving school buses, and we've seen some of the crashes on American roadways that come from these people who shouldn't have these licenses. Gavin Newsom has thumbed his nose at us. He's refused to comply with the rules that have come from DOT, which is stop issuing these licenses, number one. And number two, go back and review all the licenses that you have issued and make sure it's been done legally. Gavin Newsom has said no. So one, I'm about to pull $160 million from California. And as we pull more money, we also have the option of pulling California's ability to issue commercial driver's licenses. Gavin Newsom cares more about illegals getting commercial driver's licenses than he does the citizens of his own state and the safety of Americans. It's shameful. He's been lying about what he's been doing. And again, we're gonna fight tooth and nail under President Trump's administration to make sure that we hold states like California accountable.
Are they trying to get those illegals to use that license to vote?
Well, that's a great question. And how do you verify someone's ID and someone's legal status? Oftentimes it's done by way of a driver's license. And so that's one of our concerns. That falls outside of DOT. I set the rules of the road, but I need our other partners to continue to investigate. Again, if you're an illegal, you should have some, you shouldn't have a license, but if we have states that do give those licenses, there should be some kind of identifier that shows that you're not a legal citizen of this country, which would trigger someone to say, then you can't vote. And again, I think this is the corruption that happens inside of Democrat states that allow illegals to vote, and they celebrate it. And it's got to stop. And by the way, we have 3 years under this administration to make sure we get this right and make sure our elections are lawful and fair.
Secretary, we'll be watching your work. Thanks very much, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Thank you, sir. And now this.
Thanks,
all right, family. So that was that report. And shout out to our brother Marvin P. Funk. He said, dude said Cali issued them illegally. All I know is some people better be in jail when this is over. I feel you 100-fold. I mean, if it was issued illegally, then you should be able to break down who gave those CDLs out illegally, how they got to give them out illegally, and then put them behind bars for giving them out illegally. It's very simple. Very simple. Shout out to Cut the Check. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. Let's go here because I want to show you the type of stuff that's happening on the road. These are the people who's receiving these goddamn CDLs. Let's go here.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why are you parked here?
Yeah, I parked 3 hours.
Why did you park here? You understand English?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Why did you park here?
Yeah.
No good. I'm Officer Eddings, Arkansas Highway Police. I need your driver's license, registration, and insurance for this truck. Is there anybody else in the truck?
What?
Is there anybody else in the truck?
My company.
Your company. Okay, you don't understand English.
Yeah.
Where's your logbook at? Put you some clothes on.
Family, this dude sitting up in the truck butt naked. He ain't even got no clothes on. Godly. If I owned this truck and I saw this video clip, I would just have to strip the whole damn truck. You mean to tell me you was driving naked? Obviously, you wasn't driving because you've been sitting there for 3 hours, you said. But you're just sitting up in my truck just butt ass naked? That's weird. That's just weird to begin with. But then again, I wouldn't have hired somebody who don't speak a lick of English. Let's continue.
Pants. Put your pants on.
Pants on? What?
Put your pants on. Pants. Put some pants on.
Yeah, okay.
You don't understand English. What company do you work for?
The company, California.
Shout out to Aquarius Minor. She said, who was in the back of the truck? That's the question. According to him, he's going to say it in a second. California is in the back of the truck. California. He was scooping with passerbyers and getting off. Word. That truck do be hot in the summertime. Hey, you know what? Ain't that why they got air conditioning in the trucks? I'm just saying. And clearly this is a nicer truck. So I know that there's a cabin. And if there's a cabin, there should be air conditioning. You just gonna strip down to your drawers? I'm just confused. Maybe that's a thing. I just don't know it to be a thing. Maybe I should be talking to my drivers more. Oh, shout out to our brother Reparations Nation in the building. Much love to you, my good brother. Oh, yeah, I just don't know, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's continue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big rigs, AC is excellent. Exactly. AC burns more oil and gas. Okay. All right. So we got a little, okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this, Golden Brown. You stripping down to your underwears driving a big rig? Have you ever did that? I'm just going to put it out there since this is what the whole thing is about. I need to ask that question. I need that answered. Is this normal for people to drive naked? Let's continue.
Your company's called California? Yeah, you don't understand me. Okay. All right. All right. You see this sign?
Yeah, see? You use shorts like a normal person. Like let me put it like this. From what I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you a couple of clips. I'm going to show you this one and then another clip. Family, from what I'm seeing, these people love to drive these trucks just abnormally. There's just a bunch of things going on when they're driving these trucks. But let's continue.
Yeah, truck. Over.
What's that sign say?
Things must enter, right?
Do you tell me? What does it say?
Yeah.
I need you to read that sign.
Yeah, with station. Next red.
Okay, read it again.
Read again.
Read it again.
Oh, trucks. Over 10. Must enter wait station next, right?
What is this word?
Taste.
Tense? No.
No?
No. What is it? What does that sign mean?
What's that mean? 10 things.
What does this sign mean?
Master enter. Master.
Family, this dude can't even read the damn signs. These are the people that they're giving out CDLs to, like it's trick-or-treating candy on Halloween. Shout out to Still Kevin Trees. He's not in the sleeper. This MF in front seat traumatizing folks. Yes, he is. Shout out to Leonard Day Yuta. Thank you for being here, family. That cab smell like flaming hot Cheetos and booty. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, this is utterly ridiculous. And then they wonder why accidents happen. Because we got people on the road like this.
With station.
Okay, so if you see this sign, what do you do?
Yeah, driver going. Yeah, driver going. Must.
Go where?
With station.
All trucks go? Or what's it say? What kind of trucks have to go to the weigh station?
Weigh station, I don't know. Over 10.
Over 10 what?
Over 10 what?
Okay. All right, let's try another one. You don't get that one. All right, let's go down here and try another one. Let's see. Read that sign to me.
No parking.
What does that mean?
Yeah, here, no parking.
What does it mean when it says no parking?
I don't know. Yeah, no billboard, no parking. Maybe Arkansas exit, no parking.
Okay. So when you see this sign, what do you do?
No parking. What do you do? No parking.
Okay. Does that mean you can park your truck there?
Yeah, no parking. Yeah, I called my friend. My friend.
Read this sign to me.
Yeah, because no coming call.
What does that mean? That sign, read it to me.
What's me?
Okay.
No coming call.
All right, one more. What's that sign mean?
35?
What is that sign? Number 35. What is this sign?
Oh, two people. Maybe girl. Maybe woman.
What does it mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah. What does that sign mean?
Yeah, two people.
Two people doing what?
Walk.
They're walking?
Yeah, two people are walking.
Where?
I don't know where.
You don't know where? Okay. All right, that's good enough. You can go back to your truck and have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Didn't say where.
He got the no parking sign right, but the rest of them he had no clue. So.
I wondered how y'all were grading that.
Yeah, the feds gave us some. They've selected, I think, like 35 signs or something that they use or that we have to use. We just picked 4 of them. They got to get 3 of the 4 right to pass the sign test. And then the other part, the speaking part, we just ask them general everyday questions, you know, like what they're hauling, where they pick it up, where they're taking it.
Yeah, if they can't understand.
Yeah, and he had no idea. Like, he had trouble answering those questions, like where he was loaded, where he was taking it.
Yeah.
Asking him company questions, and if anybody else was in the truck with me, he kept saying California. I was like, California's in the truck with you? And he's like, yeah, California. I was like, oh, okay. So he's fixing to be put out of service.
Now notice, family, this man isn't being arrested. Hold on, let me pull this down for a second. He isn't being arrested. He's able to get his goddamn belongings out of the truck. They're going to let this man catch a ride home somewhere. They're just going to put the truck out of commission. Family, if that was a foundational Black American, we'd be under the jail already. Under the jail. And like our sister Aquarius Minded said, hold on, because why wasn't he arrested on the spot? Why keep trying to make him read? So even when they're getting pulled over on the road, giving the test and failing the test, They're not even facing the harsh penalties that a citizen would face by driving a truck without the proper licensing. Family. Let's see what you got there. Y'all in here going. Shout out to Marvin C. Gavin Newsom should be given the should be first in line. First in the long line of arrested officials. I don't know what. Let me reread that. I'm sorry. Gavin Newsom should be the first in the long line up of arrested officials who enabled this. You're absolutely right. Shout out to John Son as well, because what he said here is 100. It's bad enough if your Uber driver can't speak English, getting into accidents with someone who doesn't speak English takes it to a whole nother level. And that it does. Y'all going off on the Mr. Miyagi references. 35 Danielson. Wax on, wax off. Oh, Jesus. Okay. He could teach you Qigong, though. He might not be able to drive, but he can teach you Qigong, huh? He sits for 10 hours and then drives off. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't take this man in. If this man was just sitting around waiting on a ride or something like that, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he did. But I'm pretty sure that the officer called the tow truck to tow this damn truck off. Well, at least I hope they called the tow truck to tow the truck back to the police station or back to a goddamn towing facility. It would only make sense to do that. Shout out to Curtis Price. These Democrats are trying to make America a lawless country. Absolutely. This is what we're seeing. Basically, let me show you this. This is because here's another situation. This is the situation that took place, right? When I say these people be doing the most while driving, do you see what this dude is doing? This dude is cooking. He is cooking. His little, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what the hell it is, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look appetizing. Why would you be cooking this soupy type stuff while you on the road? Yeah, he's cooking goop soup. Goop scoop. Goose scoop soup. That's what this man is cooking. Why is he cooking on the damn freeway? Shout out C. Phyllis. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you. And shout out to Drew Laston. Thank you, my brother, for your Cashapp donation. Your donation is blessed tenfold. I appreciate your contribution. Oh, Jesus. Let's continue.
Federal audit found California had issued 62,000 CDLs to drivers who entered illegally, John, or do not have a permanent legal status as required by the feds. California sanctuary laws prohibit asking applicants their immigration status. Governor Newsom said there's not a problem. Back to you.
Did I hear you right? Did you say 62,000?
That's correct.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a federal audit.
William Lejeunesse for us. William, thank you so much. Let's bring it.
Family, do you know that after that crash, people started a GoFundMe? And I'm glad it wasn't for the person who caused the crash, But they did. They went and started a GoFundMe. And one of the things that they're asking for is some real change. They're asking for some real change. Often takes a community. This is highly, highly tragic. Hold on, I want to see if I can get to the original because I didn't sign off on it yet. Let me see. Yeah, I can't get back to the original page. I don't know why. But let's move forward. Shout out to Retro Gemini 99. Eat that if you want. You'll be talking like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. Sim Salabim, goddamn. Shout out to kids still Kevin Trees. Let's go here, family.
Reported that there has been an audit in the state of California. In that audit, it states that 62,000 CDLs has been issued. It also stated that the state of California does not require them to ask them their immigration status. And Gavin Newsom and Democratic leaders do not see that as a problem.
A federal audit found California had issued 62,000 CDLs to drivers who entered illegally, John, or do not have a permanent legal status as required by the feds. California sanctuary laws prohibit asking applicants their immigration status. Governor Newsom said there's not a problem. Back to you.
Did I hear you right? Did you say 62,000?
That's correct. Oh, my goodness, it's a federal audit.
So apparently killing innocent people is not a problem. Let's remind Gavin Newsom what just happened in the state of California.
Exclusive dash cam video that is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations shows the moment a red semi-truck plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m.
Killing 3 report.
California is about to lose its ability to give out CDLs and $160 million. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy states that California has not complied to federal standards. They're out here handing out CDLs to undocumented immigrants who are not proficient in English. They can't read English, let alone road signs or traffic signs. And this goes back to that Indian truck driver, Harinder Singh, who unalived 3 people in Florida. He was undocumented and he received his CDLs in California after failing his test 10 times in a 2-month span. So recently, Jayshawn Prince Singh, who's Indian, who got his license from California, his CDLs from California, and he's undocumented, and unalived 3 people. One of those people being Clarence Nelson, who was a basketball coach at Pomona High School, and his wife, 2 people that they pronounced, right? Come to find out, California issued out 60,000 CDLs, of these CDLs to individuals like the Singhs. 60,000 CDLs to undocumented immigrants. Who knows if they know English?
Gavin Newsom has thumbed his nose at us. He's refused to comply with the rules that have come from DOT, which is stop issuing these licenses, number 1. And number 2, go back and review all the licenses that you have issued and make sure it's been done legally. Gavin Newsom has said no. So 1, I'm about to pull $160 million from California. And as we pull more money, we also have the option of pulling California's ability to issue commercial driver's licenses. Gavin Newsom cares more about illegals getting commercial driver's licenses than he does the citizens of his own state and the safety of Americans. It's shameful. He's been lying about what he's been doing. And again, we're going to fight tooth and nail under President Trump's administration to make sure that we hold states like California accountable.
California is about to lose its ability to.
So shout out to Donnie on timeout for that. Family, this is just a situation that we're seeing is more predominant than what we thought. And when I say that these folks are getting handed CDLs like it's candy, family, to all my truckers in the building, please let me know before we move on to the next segment real quick. Really, it's not even a segment because we're almost done here. But to the next part of this segment, please let me know. How long does it take you, a normal person, let's just say a normal person, okay? How long does it take a normal person to receive your CDLs? I can't answer that question. I don't have a CDL. I could have called my sister and asked her, but I preferred to just, let me ask you guys. I'm pretty sure there's truckers in the chat here now. So let me know, how long would it take a regular trucker to get their CDLs if they did it in the proper manner? Because from my understanding, it's 3 to 4 weeks. Is it 3 to 4 weeks, family? Shout out to Shang Si. She says, I have an immigrant neighbor who has a big rig. He parks right in front of our building. Before heavy ice activities, he would come back with a new immigrant saying it was a family member, shaking my head. Absolutely. You know what that is? That was him working as a trafficker. That's what he was doing. He was trafficking, masking it under the guise of freight truck driving. They do that pretty much a lot. Shout out to FL Trucker. He says 4 weeks. And that's what I thought. Now, Golden Brown says 6 months by commercial training. Okay, 6 months of commercial training by school, excuse me. Shout out to you. Thank you for that information. Shout out to our sister FBA Queen in the building. Much love to you, my sister. Thank you for being here. Now, these folks, at the minimum, if you go do it through a school, 6 months. At bare minimum, if you don't do it through a school, looks like 4 weeks. That's what my research has also found, 3 to 4 weeks. Right? 6 months in Nevada. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Now, have you ever seen anybody get their CDL in 2 weeks? Congratulations. CDL. I'm not even going to go loud. CDL in 2 weeks in California. There he is standing in front of the truck. Here's another one. Pass your CDL test. First attempt in California. All Cop Mala's cousins. All Cop Mala's cousins. And once again, many of them can't even speak English. Let's go to this video clip here, family.
Last week, Vivek Sharma went to the DMV to renew his trucking license, but he was denied. The problem? New rules surrounding the process. As he explains in Hindi, only green card holders and U.S. citizens can get their commercial driver's license renewed. Sharma's been in the U.S. legally for the past 10 years, seeking political asylum. His final court case is next year. He's been driving a truck for the past 8 years, but now he can't. Ab kya karenge aap? When asked what comes next, he says he's worried. Trucking paid well. The sudden stop in income means he won't have money to send back to his family in India. Now he will have to start over. The U.S. Department of Transportation.
Family, do any of you feel bad for that man? That man has been here for 10 years, but yet he can't speak a lick of English. He had to do the interview in another language. There had to be translators. But yet he's been working on permanent status for 10 years. That makes absolutely no sense. If I'm in a country and I'm trying to receive permanent legal status in that country and I'm there for 10 years, I'm going to know a little bit I'm going to know more than a little bit. How long does it take to learn a new language? It damn sure don't take 10 damn years of being in that country where the language is the dominant spoken. I don't even know what language he was speaking. What does Indians speak nowadays? What's their language? I don't know. Punjabi? Whatever the language is. It ain't spoken here. Good question, my brother Leonard. Could we do that in India? The answer to that is hell no. Not a lick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, Kamami's cousins get a pass. That's the thing. Those are the languages, Tamil or Hindi. Okay, well, either way, we don't speak that stuff here. So how do you get by? For 10 years. You must be stuck in your enclaves. You do not leave your enclaves. Well, actually, you do, because you've been trucking for 10 years. This makes absolutely no sense. If you can't speak the language, I doubt you can read the language or the signs. Exactly, John's son. Shalom and salute to you, taking money out the economy for 10 years. This is outlandish. I was about to use the R word. I load and unload drivers. My job speak not a lick of English from Ukraine, Mexico, India, Pakistan, Costa Rica. That is outlandish too. I would be calling ICE if I were you. I bull stuff you not. Get some Americans up in there. It'll be a whole nother situation like the Hyundai factory out there in Atlanta. Or Georgia, excuse me. It wasn't Atlanta, but it was in Georgia. Shout out to FBA Queen. How did he get by? He ain't FBA. If we say ain't, Mayo Man says our English is bad and won't hire us. Absolutely. This man don't speak a lick of English and got hired with no issue. Not a lick of English. That means somebody brought him in. Because what is the goddamn interview process in that situation? You walk in not speaking English and they're like, you're perfect for the job. That is, I was about to say the R word again. Shout out to Snatch Adams. I can guarantee they'll pay those 62,000 illegals the same amount of money they pay the 20,000 Americans. Hey. Fantastic point. Hold up. Fantastic point. 50, God, 10 damn years. Let's let this thing continue.
Issued emergency rules that require the DMV to stop issuing commercial driver's licenses, or CDLs, to drivers who are not U.S. citizens or permanent residents. Even those with legal work visas, like Sharma, will be denied. It says it's doing so to improve traffic safety and close loopholes in the law.
Here at the port. We have 32 languages spoken, so that gives you the diversity.
32 languages spoken at a port that's in America. Let that sink in. 32 mother-loving languages are spoken at these ports. That's a problem in itself. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. We as Americans have to do everything under the sun in order to get in these positions, including no other languages. And these folks are just given just all kind of opportunities. We're going to make it so dang open for you. We're going to make sure there's 32 languages spoken. This is quite ludicrous. Shout out to our sister FBA Queen. Thank you for your super chat. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution as always, my good sister. You're doing a fantastic job in the FBA media. I'm proud of you, young man. Thank you very much, my queen sister. I appreciate you with all my heart. Thank you very much. Also, shout out to Snatch Adams 69. Much love to you. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate your contribution tenfold. They probably have schools with the express purpose, of fast tracking these people through. If they had schools, trust me, they would be able to teach these people how to read these signs. They'd be able to teach these people the basic information about at least being able to read the road. Yeah, they may get fast tracked, but they would still learn that information. I have no doubts that they have all those type of people. Like our sister said, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Shout out to Aquarius Minded for bringing that up. But 9 times out of the 10, they're just put into those positions. Hell, you saw the Chinese man at the police asking him about the signs, and he knew that one of them meant that you have to pull over to the way stop, but he couldn't tell you how many pounds it needed to be or anything like that. So I believe that they give them the bare minimum training. They don't even teach them how to read signs. This is what you use to go. These are called gears. That's a brake. That's a gas. This is a wheel. I believe that is the crux of their whole training process. Shout out Yagu. Thank you for being here, family. Much love to you, as well as our sister Tampa Bay in the building. Much love to you, as well as our sister Taste and Teas with Tony is in the building. Much love to you. Thank you all for being here, family. God dang, I'm still stuck on the 32 damn languages. But yet these people aren't taking your jobs. They're not taking anybody's jobs. They're doing the work nobody wants to do. Do you know how well people who work at the ports get paid? Or they're supposed to get paid? I had a cousin who used to work at the ports. Well, the ones in Florida, though. The ports in Florida. And when I say this dude was making like $46 an hour before he ended up moving to New York. But yeah, that dude was making like $46 an hour working at the ports. And I'm like, shoot, at the time I was like, maybe I need to get into some of this port work. You know what I mean? But if this doesn't show you how much they devalue the dollar for these illegals to work, I don't know what else will. 32 goddamn languages. Shout out to our brother Christopher Ellis. Thank you for being here, family, as well as your contribution. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution as always, my good brother. He says, I'm going to need to see I'm going to need some truck company owners in orange jumpsuits. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to see all these owners in orange jumpsuits. You can't just say you went through a hiring firm on this one. This is something you're putting somebody in your truck. Shout out to FBA Queen once again. $46 an hour is an FBA job. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's an FBA job. A good paying one. And the man had benefits. Jeez, man, these folks are out of their damn mind. Shout out to C. Phillips, Fax, and Newsom. That's what happens to Governor Ryan in Illinois. Yeah. These folks need all kind of charges put on them.
Have people that are working the port. This is a tough business. Trucking is a tough business. And so it's we usually have minorities that come over here.
Bill Abudi runs an independent trucking company out of the Port of Oakland. He says business has slowed due to the tariffs, but even still, there's a shortage of drivers. One of his concerns is the situation could evolve into what happened during the height of the COVID pandemic.
There's a shortage of drivers? No, there's a shortage of drivers who don't want to be on the road getting pennies on a dollar. You can't just hire a American citizen and put him behind a truck and pay him pennies. No, the per mileage goes up when it's an American citizen. You go from making pennies to making dollars per mile. And that's less money in your pockets, right? As somebody who put together these routes often, I get paid a percentage in order to put together routes for different drivers. It's my job to negotiate the highest per mileage as possible. And with me negotiating a higher per mile, then I get a higher percentage. Well, not a higher percentage, but I get more money from the actual haul in itself. Not that the percentage go up, but if the amount per mile goes up, that means that's a lot more for my percentage to take from. So when I say that, all that to say this, I understand the industry. And there are plenty of people who are willing to work the industry if you pay them in the way that they need to be paid. Exactly. Where's the black Ed Bloom? Hell, where's Ed Bloom on this period? We don't even need the black Ed Bloom. I'll take the regular Ed Bloom. Where are you on this situation? Why aren't you out here calling this out? While you out there attacking any program that benefits foundational black Americans, where the hell are you on this situation? This isn't benefiting American citizens. But like I said, these people are biased. They have no problem allowing the illegal to do what they do, even when they're called quote unquote staunch racist, staunch Republicans. Ed Bloom is a Republican. Where is he at? Why isn't he over here filing lawsuits against these places? I'm just asking. Because there's a lot of people that think that you can run from one plantation to the next because they really care. No, they only care about attacking you and using all the people who probably work at that dock to do it. Just like they used the Asian. Let's continue, family.
It was a log jam of containers. We can't deliver, we can't service. I mean, the drivers fit everywhere. They deliver everything that you receive. And so when you don't have enough of them, everything just gets backed up.
So why not just hire regular drivers? Do you know how many regular people in our population of America has CDLs? You just don't want to pay them what they're worth. So in turn, what ends up happening is your truck ends up sitting and products don't get moved. But that's okay, because when your products don't get moved and your trucks aren't moving, then I have brokers contacting me trying to figure out if I have any drivers to move products. And that I will, but they will have to pay them exactly what it's worth to move their trucks. Shout out to Crystal Watson. Thank you for being here, family, as well as Troy in the building. Much love to the both of you. Thank you for being here.
DOT is singling out California for what it calls gross negligence. It says more than 25% of CDLs given to non-citizens or non-permanent residents were improperly issued. California has until the end of the month to come into compliance or face losing millions in federal highway funding. In Oakland, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
Family, I hope with all the hopes of hopes that CDL issuing ability gets stripped with the quickness until this situation gets straightened out. If it's not citizens, American citizens driving these trucks, then nobody should be getting the CDL. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's not American working these port jobs, then nobody should be working these port jobs. Period. That's it. That's all. That's the simplest way to put it. 32 damn languages. One of the damn people say they've been goddamn in the country 10 years. This dude here, 10 years, and he ain't learned how to speak the damn language, and this is why. Because these companies are too busy accommodating them by making sure there's a culture where 32 damn languages are spoken. Shalom and salute to our sister KK Speaks in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. This makes absolutely no damn sense. So yeah, family, I'm all for them going up in there and just snatching up all the CDLs they can, snatching California's ability to issue them because they're not benefiting the citizens at all. As a matter of fact, it's putting us in danger. It's putting us in danger on the roads. It's putting us in danger just sitting around and a goddamn just imagine sitting in your car. You're just sitting there eating your lunch, you're parked on the street or whatever, you're eating your lunch, and the goddamn freight truck try to hit an illegal U-turn and take your damn vehicle out. And all you was doing was minding your business. This is the problem that we have right now. So yeah, I'm all for them going after these people in California, and I'm all for people to start being arrested. Shout out to FBA Queen Executive Order. A driver must read, understand, and speak English in the USA. Absolutely, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. If I go over to France, I'm not going to rent a car in France. Why? Because I'm not going to be able to read the French road signs. I'm going to take a cab or a trolley or whatever the hell they have over there in France. If I'm in Africa somewhere, I'm not going to rent a car because I don't read and speak whatever language that country or continent, I'm talking about specific countries though, whatever specific country has there. I'm going to rent a goddamn donkey. I believe that's their equivalent to an Uber donkey. I'll rent a donkey because I don't read or speak the language. How? I don't understand where's the disconnect here for any of these people. And it would only make too much sense if Gavin Newsom got put in the orange jumpsuit. If other executive within the DMV in California and whoever else issues these licenses in California ended up in jumpsuits, it would be too fitting. Now, I know that they're saying that there's going to be some issues if they continue to try to block ICE from doing their job, but this needs to be made a priority as well. Shout out to our sister I Am Kiara in the building. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. I'm protesting against donkey riding too. That may be their only means of transportation, the donkey. That is their Uber form. You can't take away their little trinkets. What do they make over there? Seashells? You can't take away their seashells. They got to make their little seashells. You know what I mean? Godly. But let's go here, family. I want to show you that there is talk of California and their officials being charged for at least people interfering with the ICE raids. But they need to make this a high priority to be charging people for as well.
So these idiots in the state of California have been threatening to arrest ICE agents for doing their job. And now the DOJ is telling them that if they keep that bullshit.
And let me just give a shout out to this man's hat. Not the Nabisco himself, but the hat. I do like that. Make PDFs afraid again. I stand with that 100-fold. I stand with that 100-fold, and California has a lot of them. Well, really, anywhere you see a Nabisco is going to have a lot of them. But California is the only place that, I don't want to say the only place that I lived that then passed a law talking about you can date a 14-year-old or something like that, or a 12-year-old or something like that. I'm forgetting the law, but yeah, there's a law that they didn't put there saying that if you're a certain age over, you can go after or you can talk to a youngster. Yeah. And coming from California myself, I don't like that. So yeah, I have to throw that out there. But anyway, let's continue. I digress.
Shit up, they're gonna arrest them. Todd Blanche sent them an official letter that they need to cease and desist with the dumb shit. Otherwise, it's gonna get real bad and they're gonna end up in a nice little jail cell. And all over the country in blue states, the states are trying to supersede federal laws by making their own laws. But when it comes down to it, federal laws will always supersede state laws. So it'll be really interesting to see how this whole thing progresses. What do you think about this situation? Let me know down in the comments. So these idiots in the state.
Like I said, I hope that they start getting arrested, but I also hope they start getting arrested for this situation as well. Because like I said, more people's lives are being put in danger with these people on the road. There are way too many people in danger by having these people. Semi trucks are not freaking toys. They're dangerous in itself. They're too freaking big. You get what I'm saying? They're too big to be freaking given to a bunch of people that don't read signs on the road. Those trailers are too large, too solid to be getting to accidents on the road. So yes, this is a situation that they should be putting on the front end of everything. Yes, go after the people who impedes on the ICE raids as well. Go after the people that gets in the way of ICE doing their jobs, but you also got to go after the people who's literally not supposed to be on the road, who's causing these accidents. Now, like I said, you have one in Florida. Now you have one in California that mirrors the same accident that Florida had. If you do not deal with this, then you're going to see more and more people having to deal with it themselves. And a lot of people will be unalived because of it. Hell, like I said, I played earlier. The damn man couldn't even read the damn signs. That is a problem. Especially, this isn't because if it'd be different. It is not different. It wouldn't be any different, but it'd be semi better if it was just a regular car. No, these are semi trucks. These are freight. These are thousands upon thousands of pounds. Now, family, one other thing I want to touch on. There's a guy going around here trying to equate these situations to what Charlie Kirk was talking about as, DEI. And of course, is one of those mops, the melanated other peoples who wants to try to take these situations and say, see, Charlie Kirk was right about DEI and the pilots and the black pilots and things like that. When it has nothing to do with black pilots, it ain't got nothing to do with us. Let's go here, family.
Y'all remember when Charlie Kirk made that reference about DEI hire pilots? Now that we have all these semi-truck accidents happening, people losing their lives, these illegal immigrants getting DEI CDLs in a sanctuary city, doesn't it make you kind of like question some of these drivers now that are driving these trucks? I mean, Charlie Kirk had a point. When you just give out licenses to people that aren't qualified.
First and foremost, you mop ass dude. You moppity mop. Let me be very clear with you. Chucky Kirk did not have a point, because when he was speaking, he wasn't speaking about these folks getting licenses unwarranted. He was speaking about people who went through hundreds of hours of training when he was speaking about black pilots. He wasn't speaking about illegals coming into the country being given these licenses and things like that. He would have had a point if he spoke like that. That's not what Chucky did. Chucky tried to make it seem like a qualified pilot who just so happened to be black, that should be considered DEI because you don't know what that person did to get that license when everybody knows what that person did to get the license. They had to, one, attend a pilot school, if not be in a service. And most pilots come out of being in the service, come out of the Army, come out of the Air Force. So you cannot equate what Chucky was saying to this situation and call this DEI driver's license. No, because the driver license were fraudulent. They wasn't issued in the name of diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is how idiotic a lot of these people are. Shout out to FBA Queen. She says CDL, DL, and L. If you can't read or write English, you shouldn't get any of them. I agree with you 100% fold. I don't want to hear anything about CK. I feel you. I feel you, but this is the nonsense that these people are going around trying to push. And that's why it had to be addressed. Shout out to Troy. Is he high? He might just be. He looked like one of those people that, yeah, he could be 100-fold. Probably off the sugar booger. Shout out to Melvin P. Funk. He said, dude look like he should be rolling in a mystery machine with Fred, Velma, and Daphne. Oh, that is good. Much love to you. Shout out to you. That right there is it. That is it. Scooby, Rary. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shout out to you, family. Shout out to our brother, Reparations Nation. As someone who works in the airline industry with pilots daily, I can assure you there are zero pilots or flight attendants that haven't trained to the utmost and vetted by the FAA. Exactly, my good brother. Exactly. So even this dude trying to even equate the two is pure idiocy. It is pure idiocy. Chucky Merck's last word tickled me to no end. I understand it. I understand why too. A group of Somalis was using the same CDL to drive. See, this is the type of scam stuff that we be talking about. This is the scam stuff that we be talking about. And then you have a whole bunch of people want to turn to us and say that we're lazy. Y'all too lazy to get your own damn CDL. That is crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to Tampa Bay. She said Democrats really show their true colors with these illegals. My God, thank you for this revelation. All day, my good sister. All day. Shout out and shalom to our brother Jesse Paris in the building. Much love to you, family. Let's go. Let's let this dude continue.
Accidents might happen. And because of those accidents, American lives are at stake. But I'm pretty sure nobody really thought about that as these illegal immigrants just recklessly drive on the roads, causing havoc. But I'm sure you're going to find some kind of stat that accidents within the trucking industry has always been around. And it's true, just like airplane crashes or airplane accidents. But we have laws, we have schooling, we have...
Notice how this idiot just sat here and say, I'm sure you're going to find out, or you're going to find some statistics to show that, you know, trucking crashes have always been around. It's true. The same thing with airplane crashes, but yet the statistics on the airplane crashes don't ever show that black people are behind the goddamn wheel when the planes go down. As a matter of fact, it's to the contrary. And once again, this isn't the same kind of situation, because I'm pretty sure when you look at the statistics of who's on the road and who's causing these crashes, you're going to find that it's going to be majority of these illegals with these identifications, these CDLs, these driver's license, who can't read the road and can't read road signs, who are causing the bulk of these accidents. Let's be very clear about that. I don't know if dude is Shaggy or Scooby. Hey, flip a coin. It looks like he's a merge of both of them. It's like Scooby and god dang Shaggy did the what is it called? The god dang, I forget what it's called, but it's basically the merge dance from Dragon Ball Z. The fusion dance, that's what it is. Shaggy and Scooby then did the fusion and came out with whatever this is. Oh man. Let's let them finish, family.
All these regulations to minimize it. And when you bypass that, then you risk lives. Y'all remember when Charlie...
All right, family. So I just wanted to show you that because, like I said, even with this situation that has nothing to do with us, these idiots and found a way to try to put us into a situation or try to string us in because, you know, we are the shit. I don't know what else to tell you, family. We're the shit. We sitting in the potty. I don't know what else to tell you. These folks can't leave us alone. Even when it has nothing to do with us, like Chucky Kirk's unaliving, they couldn't leave us alone. Family, before we get up out of here, I want to play one more clip for you. It's more of a funny clip because, you know, I really want to show you what they're putting on the road. Let's go here, family, before we get up out of here. This is what they've been putting on the road. They can't get along with each other. How can they get along with the road here in America?
Yeah. If you want to go, then you go to hill and go down.
Why you get
yes,
man?
why? Are you crazy?
You're fucking
paranoid, you are fucking,
man.
you are fucking.
You fucking, you bloody.
You bloody.
Fuck you, bloody. Bastard, bitch.
You
fuck
bastard,
you. Bloody, fuck you, bloody. Fucking mother, bloody, fuck, bitch.
Bitch, you.
Bloody, fuck you. Fucking bloody bastard. Benchwood, bloody.
Benchwood, you.
You blunder.
No, but why is
bloody no.
Why?
Bloody fucking.
If accident, then what you wanna do?
Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody. Bloody bastard. Fucking running like lady, eh? Bloody. What the fuck, man? Fucking now shout at me, innit? Why are you shouting at me?
Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do the other places.
Why are you shouting?
Because of this, you are doing. Hello. I don't know. You are doing like this. I think you are going to accident.
No, shouting at me no good, man. Me no shout at you.
But the thing is that, what you think if you do like this one, you are going at work and somebody else.
But that
like
one,
this.
if you running like that one, you gonna fucking fall, innit?
But
hurting yourself.
But yeah, because of this, I saved myself.
That one very icy road, man. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
This is what they've put onto our roads, ladies and gentlemen. With no ability to read the road signs, this is what they have given to us, and we're supposed to be okay with it. This is what we have been subjected to, having to deal with on our roads. And nobody is out here trying to stop it. Well, I, for one, I welcome them snatching those CDLs, and I welcome the government going into doing a full overblown audit of the DMV system in itself and arrest anybody who is given any type of driver's license, not just a CDL, but any type of license. I call for that 100-fold. And if they were to do that, I guarantee you 10-fold we'll see less of this.
Yeah. If you want to go, then you go to hill and go down.
Why you get
Okay,
fried,
yes,
man?
why? Are you crazy?
You're fucking paranoid,
You are
man.
fucking, you are fucking.
You fucking, you bloody.
You bloody.
Fuck you, bloody. Bastard, bitch.
You
fuck
bastard,
fuck you. Bloody, fuck you, bloody. Fucking mother, bloody, fuck, bitch.
Bitch, you
bloody,
what
fuck
you,
you fucking bloody bastard. Benchwood, bloody.
Benchwood, you.
You blunder.
No, but why is
bloody no.
Why?
Bloody fucking.
If accident, then what you wanna do?
Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody. Bloody bastard. Fucking running like lady, eh? Bloody. What the fuck, man? Fucking now shout at me, innit? Why are you shouting at me?
Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do the other places.
Why are you shouting?
Because of this, you are doing. Hello. I don't know. You are doing like this. I think you are going to accident.
No, shouting at me no good, man. Me no shout at you.
But the thing is that, what you think if you do like this one, you are going at work and somebody else.
But that
like
one,
this.
if you running like that one, you gonna fucking fall, innit?
But
hurting yourself.
But yeah, because of this, I saved myself.
That one very icy road, man. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.
I'm freaking you.
Family, I don't care what anybody says. I don't want this on my road at all. At all. Shout out to Zavon Scott. They shouldn't be able to ride bicycles, not even a skateboard. Exactly. You shouldn't be able to do anything but catch a cab. You shouldn't be able to do anything but call an Uber. If you cannot read the road signs, you should not be on the road. I remember when I was coming up and I wanted to get my driver's license, I failed my first driver's test because I didn't look over my shoulder when I was transitioning into a different lane. I just hit the blinker and then I got into a different lane. They failed me my first time, all because I did not look over my shoulder. But these folks who don't even know how to read the road signs are able to get on the road and become a traveling death machine. A traveling death machine. So the rules only apply to the citizens, and the people who broke into the country get preferential treatment when it comes to not just food, housing, clothing, Medicare, but they get preferential treatment when it comes to getting licenses that we're trying to get in order to work and, take care of ourselves and all this other stuff. They're giving those things, and not only giving those things, they're giving those things without knowing how to read the damn road. Do not let these Democrats tell you that they can't do nothing for you. 2026 is right around the corner. 2025 is 2 months away. 2026, excuse me. Yeah, 2 months away. We are fastly reaching a time where these Democrats have to understand that you're putting on the cake for a bunch of people that can't put you back in office, especially if it's done in a right way. If people votes count, let's put it like that. These people have to learn that if this is what you want, this is the type of policies you guys want to implement, yeah, we're not going to put you back in the office. You're taking out of the mouths of our people 32 different languages, spoken at the ports in California. 32 different languages. Well, if you're an American, all you need to speak is one. And I don't give a damn what anyone has to say about, oh, they're doing the jobs nobody wants to do. False. False. Because I know a lot of good brothers that'll rush over there and get that job for $46 an hour with benefits. Hell, I know a lot of good sisters that would run over there and get those jobs for $46 an hour with benefits, especially some of the sisters who have god dang what is it called, forklift certifications. They don't really have to do too much of the hard lifting. They could just get behind the forklift and move stuff around. So you can't come and tell me that they're benefiting more for having these illegals. No, the only benefit that they get is the fact that they don't have to spend the money on citizens and pay them what they're worth. They prefer that everybody that they hire learns at least an additional language, because, you know, hey, we got 42 spoken here at the port. They would rather put the people in their constituency in danger by putting people who can't read road signs on the road. So yeah, these people need to go. So everybody needs to start looking up. If you're in California, yeah, you need to start looking at some of the other options. If Gavin Newsom isn't going to run again, I'm not sure if he's going to choose to do so. Look at your options and make sure you don't put another Gavin Newsom in there. Look at your options and see who you can get into your congressional black legislators. Get the representatives out. Replace your senator. These things need to be done. And not just in California, but all across these United States. Wherever these folks act like they can't do a damn thing for us, but they're willing to put themselves on the line for the illegal. 32 goddamn languages. Well, with that being said, family, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you can hit the likes and share button, so you can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click the link in the description, go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And in case you have not done so yet, click the link in the description as well. Go to our Telelink and join the Telelink family so that you guys could be notified whenever videos like this drop if YouTube does not send out the notification, family. Shout out to our sister FBA Queen. She said, excuse me, I believe California is a term governor state. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that he's not running again. I think he's termed out. But also, I think that he's going to be 2028. He's going to be running for president. So either way, my point is this: whoever it is, from your governor to your senator to your representatives to the goddamn congressional legislators, everybody need to be voted out. We just need a whole new breed of new people. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's if not, we're screwed. Because they clearly have an agenda. And the agenda does not include me and you. Let me give a B1 salute to everybody once again who's donated either by Super Chat or by Cash App. I appreciate your contribution as always, family. And to be honest with you, right there, that's a perfect way to end this stream off. It's time to clean house, family. It's time to clean house. Shout out to our brother Jesse Parrish for that. But with that being said, family and friends, the doors of the church are now closed. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. If it's a hump day, in the words of it is a hump day. In the words of our good brother, KG, go out and hump something. Shout out to him for that. Much love to each and every one of you. And once again, the doors of the church are closed. Peace, fam.
My grandfather built this country, man. He fought wars for it. And most places he went wouldn't let him sit down and get a cup of coffee. I can't even catch a cab in New York. You know, it doesn't matter how many degrees I get. All you people see is color. Your grandfather was an immigrant. You're American. My grandfather was born here, Duke. And you people still look at me as just another nigga.
I know that the government, whatever can't stand us black people, he doing everything in the world to make black man be extinct. But I'm going to tell you one thing, us black people going to survive. So fuck everybody. I'm off.